Okie dokie. One stage left. And they definitely saved the toughest for last. Once again, I've restocked on E-tanks, extra lives, and a partridge in a pear tree. We're going to need all of those to get through the final stage. And believe it or not, I'm going to split the final stage into 2 parts. We've got some bolts, a W tank, which is always nice, as well as an extra life and some more bolts. Take a look! It's a teleporter, and it'll take us to a familiar sight. The obligatory boss rush at the end of every Mega Man game. But this room is structured a little differently than the others because you can move via elevator. That's pretty cool. I have the freeze cracker equipped because we'll need to get rid of the most dangerous Robot Master first. Hi there, Slash Man. How's it going? We're gonna hit you with the freeze cracker right away, I hope. And you're gonna go back up there and drop some eggs, which is what we always love from you. I forgot how much damage this guy's attacks do. Yeah, he definitely packs a punch. Oh, I got hit by an egg. The Robot Masters will always cause more damage to you if they crash into you. And of course, I get stuck in the goo, which is always fun. Anywho, this guy should not take much longer. Uh-oh. Alright, one more attack should do the trick. As long as I can dodge all of the eggs. Hey, I did it! Not bad at all! Okay, we're going to head down a ways. In fact, we're going to head all the way down. And we're going to go in here, where Burst Man is waiting for us. This time, we have his weakness, which is the Scorch Wheel. As usual, do your best to avoid the bombs he throws and jump over those bombs and bubbles. Now, when he does get hit, he's going to... Oh! He's going to unleash a bunch of bombs, so do your best to avoid those. The bombs are definitely the biggest threat in this fight, so dodge them as best as you can. Jump over the 3 bubble bombs he sends after you, and you should be okay for the most part. Some people just prefer to use the Buster on him, and that's fine too. It should be worth noting that the Scorch Wheel cannot penetrate the bombs and bubbles. Okay, 2 Robot Masters down, and 6 to go. We're going to equip the Junk Shield because in this teleporter is Freeze Man. As usual, watch out when he decides to freeze the floor, and be careful of his freezing the ground as well. Also, watch out for his freeze cannon and the icicles. And that does it. Okay, who is up next? We're gonna go in here. And we're gonna meet up with Junkman. How ironic, since we just used the Junk Shield to defeat Freeze Man. But this time around, we're gonna need the Thunderbolt. Just remember, he does stun you if he jumps up in the air. And when he jumps to the other side, he's going to throw a cube of junk at you. So be sure to slide underneath him. You can easily lock him in that pattern. Okay, 4 Robot Masters down and 4 to go. Next up is Cloud Man. So we'll need to equip the good old Danger Wrap. Make sure to fire the Danger Wrap when he reaches the peak of his jump, because then he'll fall down and you can lock him into this pattern and keep up the rhythm. That way he won't ever have a chance to fire his Thunderbolt. 2 more attacks should do it. Or maybe 1 more attack. That also works. Okay, who is up next? We're gonna go in here. Okay, time to deal with Turbo Man. So we'll need to equip the Noise Crush and hit him right off the bat. Be careful of the timing, because if you get the jump wrong, then he's gonna push you into the other side of the wall just like that. Anywho, just try and keep up that pattern, and you should be all right. I apologize if my commentary is not the best. I'm just trying to concentrate and escape with as little damage as possible, and I'm failing miserably in that department. All right, that is it for Turbo Man. Okay. 6 Robot Masters down and 2 to go. We'll need to use the Wild Coil here because we need to fight Shade Man. And again, he bows. What a gentleman. Be sure to stay beneath him, otherwise he's going to suck your HP dry, and that's never fun! Uh-oh. I think I might be running out of help soon. Soon being right now. But that's okay, I have plenty of extra lives on hand. So once again, let's equip the Wild Coil. I'm not too worried because I've got plenty of W tanks and everything is all good. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do my absolute best to make sure I don't use up any E-tanks. Uh-oh! Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, leave me alone. Remember, when using the Wild Coil, you can hit up, and the altitude will increase. And that is it for Shade Man. One last Robot Master left, and we'll need the Slash Claw because we'll be battling Spring Man. I saved the easiest for last, obviously, because I need to come in to the final boss at full health. He'll jump in the middle, punch you twice, and then he lands. Okay, this is going well so far. 1, 2, and there we go. So a couple more cycles and this should be okay. Jump up, punch twice, and slash. Jump twice, punch twice, and slash. Easy as pie. And that is it for Spring Man. Okay. We are now about to fight Dr. Wily, and believe it or not, I am going to end the video right here and now. So next time on Let's Play Mega Man 7, we are going to finish the game. See you guys next time. Here we go. We're finally in the home stretch. I'm not exactly brimming with confidence going into this, but we've got a job to do. The first thing we need to do is recharge the Wild Coil. I would highly recommend going into this battle with as many E and W tanks as possible. You'll also want the special tank as well. All right, let's see if we can do this. We're going into this with the Thunderbolt equipped. So when you are ready, take the leap of faith and prepare for the final battle. And here's Dr. Wily. In a stylish looking mech, I have to say. He really does love that skull motif, doesn't he? This first part of the battle is actually quite easy. He's gonna try and get from one side of the screen to the other, and when he does, he will always jump off screen. When he lands, he will typically summon miniature versions of himself. The main danger are those spikes on the underside of his chin, because he actually moves pretty slowly. Oh dear, that didn't look good. I need to try and escape this fight with as little damage as possible, and so far I'm not doing a very good job. Thankfully, he's almost out of health. One more hit should do it, and that is that. Before I get ahead of myself, let's quickly equip the Wild Coil and charge it up. And now, the real fight begins. The Wily Capsule from Mega Man 7, widely considered to be one of the toughest fights in the entire franchise. When he appears, he will send 4 orbs after you. They will be one of 3 colors. The red orbs burn you, like Turbo Man's Scorch Wheel, and you will take continuous damage from them. The blue ones freeze you for a long period of time. And the yellow ones simply inflict a lot of damage. What makes this fight so difficult is the fact that the orbs travel pretty erratically. Furthermore, he doesn't really take a lot of damage from his weakness, which just so happens to be the Wild Coil. This is also an opportune moment to tell you that if you hold up on the Wild Coil, you will get more altitude. And that E-Tank came just in time. Okay, I've got about a third of his life taken down. If you have to get hit by one of his attacks, it's best to get hit by the electric attack. Right now, I'm just trying to take down his HP as quickly as possible. And yeah, I'm gonna need another weapon tank right about now. You're gonna need a lot of W's for this battle. Oh, I didn't quite dodge that fire orb, but at least I did damage him right then and there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to use another E-Tank. Man, those fire orbs are the worst. If you can get yourself into a rhythm, that's great, but you're going to be taking some heavy damage in this fight. Those balls of electricity that travel at the bottom, they inflict the most damage on you. Oh man, and I completely screwed that up. I slid right into him. That's not very sensible. Okay, this battle is coming down to the wire. I know several YouTubers out there who are amazing at this boss. I have never been amazing. And I realize I'm tackling this completely wrong, but... Yes! Yes, yes, yes! He's down! Woo! I was so stunned that I didn't even finish my sentence, but I don't care! Good riddance, Wily. Beg for mercy like the pathetic old man you are. Okay, I give up. Sorry about all the trouble. I'll go quietly. I don't trust you, Wily. I'm gonna do what I should have done years ago. You forget, Mega Man. Robots cannot harm humans. Look how big his eyes are. It's funny. I am more than a robot. Die, Wily. After that fight, I'm tempted to agree with Mega Man. But it looks like the castle is crumbling. So will the castle finish him off for us? The simple answer is... no. Base comes to his rescue. Too late, Mega Man. He who hesitates is lost. We shall return. Well, that is it for Mega Man 7. As I've said, a polarizing game to say the very least. There are some who consider it an underrated classic, there are some who absolutely hate it, and then there are some who don't really know what to think about it. I'm kind of in the middle boat. I'm one of those rare people who find both the positives and the negatives in it. And of course, we have the obligatory Robot Master lineup. We've got Freeze Man, still as stylish as ever. I will say this is definitely one of the tougher Mega Man games out there, but that's mainly because of the final fight against Wily. Fun fact, the last boss fight turned out as hard as it did because... oh, by the way, there's Junkman. The last fight turned out as difficult as it was because Keiji Unifune said, let's make the very last fight insanely hard. Yeah, simple as that. By the way, that is a cool looking flame pattern in the background. And look at Mega Man just walking away from it like an absolute boss. Now, I'm not 100% sure when Mega Man 8 will be coming as of the date I am recording this. And say hello to Burst Man, who still looks like a rook chess piece, I'm sorry. That's what he looks like. Mega Man 8, in my opinion, is the worst of the classic series. But that only makes me more excited because after Mega Man 8 is going to be Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. And Mega Man 9 is really, really good, but it's insanely hard too. Hello there, Cloudman. Your Thunderbolt proved incredibly useful throughout this project, I must say, so good on ya. I also think the soundtrack of Mega Man 7 is pretty underrated. There are some fantastic tunes in here, like Slash Man and Cloud Man. As for Dr. Wily's castle, it's pretty hit and miss. There are some good stages, like Stage 1, and there are some bad stages, like Stage 2. And that's the best way I can describe Mega Man 7 as a whole. Very hit and miss. Oh, Spring Man, you'll always be a joke. I'm sorry. Speaking of misses, Spring Man overall is definitely a miss. But then again, we also have hits like Slash Man, despite how tough he is. Slash Man's design would eventually be reused for Beast Man in Mega Man Battle Network 3. In fact, when I first saw him, I thought he was the EXE equivalent of Slash Man. But no, Slash Man eventually appeared in Mega Man Battle Network 6. And Shade Man. If you want an excellent classic series to Battle Network transition, you can't do much better than Shademan. Yeah, he looks cool in Mega Man 7, but my God, his Battle Network incarnation is amazing. It went full-on Castlevania, if you ask me. And we've also got Turbo Man. One of the first of many transforming robot masters. And, yep, we got Bass in Trouble as well. I believe Nitro Man from Mega Man 10 was the next robot master that could transform. And although Bass is awesome in this incarnation of Mega Man, once again, his Battle Network incarnation is probably one of the best characters in the entire Mega Man series. If you haven't looked up his history yet, go do so right now, because Bass in Battle Network is a phenomenal character. In fact, he's easily one of my favorite characters in all of Mega Man. But with Dr. Wily defeated for a 7th time, the gang is reunited and peace is restored. For now, anyway. Once again, thank you to everyone who has watched this project, and stay tuned for Mega Man 8.